sure-handed tight end. He's coming off a week where he stuffed the stat sheet.
Seems like we were just EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by... They'll come out throwing here on first down. He gets this to Davante Adams. The numbers for Adams in last week's game. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback. It'll be Warner on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Defense gets over a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And some room to maneuver. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield. It's combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Well, the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Warner. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And keep the drive alive. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll be first down, Detroit. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But it's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point splits the opponents, and we are tied at 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And this will be the Lions for their second overall drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Warner. He finds his man, complete. It's Vasquez. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
One of my teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. The Lions are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned, because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
A play fake. Now Warner. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and throw for it here. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. What a real head-scratcher there. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. Oh, what a juke into space. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough time.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into him. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there. The scoreboard tells us
possession time yet? It's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Warner to throw. Out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, Hurts. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready.
They go with Jacobs, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. In motion comes the tight end left. Out of the gun, here's Warner. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Warner.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the gun, it's Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On 4th down, Warner. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Hurts. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They will run the draw with Jacobs. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Lions have recovered.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
A very solid gain of 27.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to...
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Now that's how you start to get back into good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Ready. They'll look to throw now on first down.
And a pass complete to Waller on the out route.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. They'll drop the throw.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that. Back now at Ford Field, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
On third down, Vasquez. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
83 yards. is. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for two. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Lions will take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. It'll be Warner on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Jacobs looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Jacobs again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dan under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, It took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind?
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No. And all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
66 yards on the ground for him so far.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We